It's your boy Ningor in the house, back with another news episode where, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some really interesting news for you guys. Most importantly, let's check it out. Been working on something. Something big is definitely coming up on the second channel. So yeah. So I really don't even have time to actually tell you some headlines. Let's just jump into it. So Arsenal have emerged as the frontrunners to sign Brighton's right back Tariq Lamptey. Arsenal could well be looking to improve the right side of their defence, which is currently occupied by Hector Bellerin, who is wanted by Paris Saint-Germain, but negotiations will be complicated by the fee Chelsea are entitled to, which could mean Brighton drive the price up significantly to ensure it is a financially viable deal for them. So of course, I think there could be a clause in his contract wherein if he's sold to a Premier League rival, Brighton, there's a sell-on clause for surely into it. So this is according to reluctant Nico. Let's see, do you want to believe it? It's up to you. So Rob Harris tweets out that the developments have been incremental over some time but significant. In the coming weeks, UEFA is due to settle on a new 36-team Champions League from 2024, with the group stage up from 6 to 10 rounds. Even floated now is banning Champions League teams from signing players from each other. Yep, that is also coming up. So, Arsenal versus Burnley actually saw Bukayo Saka, David Luiz and Nico Pepe all make their 50th Premier League appearance for Arsenal. How crazy is that? Unreal, isn't it? Well, of course, I think I would have accepted the whole David Luiz thing, but unreal. Lovely. Well, it does not bode well according to Kevin Campbell, who delivers a very strong verdict on foreign Balogun leaving Arsenal currently. While he believes that it is an exit hint, so Kevin Campbell believes it's increasingly likely that Balogun will leave Arsenal in the summer after the striker dropped a hint on social media which suggested that he could be heading for the exit door. Balogun, while Campbell feels that the teenager's recent social media activity does not bode well, he says it looks increasingly likely he will leave in the summer. If you start removing everything associated with Arsenal from your social media, listen, it does not bode well, does it? It doesn't look like he will be a part of Arsenal moving forward, which would be a shame because he is a very talented young man. Arteta actually has said something really opposite to what Kevin Campbell believes in it. So let's see what Arteta brings in. But moving on, so if you have been a Mustafi fan, well, Mustafi has played 4 games for Schalke with an average who scored rating of 7.29. That's really good numbers. In 2 games, he has been man of the match and on the Bundesliga team of the week. The problem is that in the other 2, his rating has been below 6.5, and that is really bad. Really, really bad. So moving on, talking about more stuff, let's talk about it. Ex-referee Mark Halsey has spoken about Peter's handball. He says, it wasn't far, but there was no pace on the ball. Were his arms in an unnatural position? Yes, they were. Did he move his arms towards the ball? Yes, he did. So that constitutes, in my opinion, a deliberate act, a deliberate handball, and hence a penalty. So, Mark Halsey, why are you still an ex-referee? I mean, seriously, why? Wow. I don't even have words anymore. But moving on. So talking about more stuff, let's talk about Saka. He opened up about why he chose to represent England and not Nigeria. He said, choosing Nigeria over England would be a tough decision. My whole family has been in England like forever. It would be a very strange for me to adapt to an environment that I had never been in since growing up. It's like when you lived with your stepfather since a young age, then your biological father appears. When you are already brought up by your stepfather and invested everything in your life, you cannot just say, I'm going to my biological father who was never there for you. Wow. That's what he said. And yeah, that's what it is. So moving on. So another Arsenal youngster sends 15-word Instagram message after announcing his contract extension. Now, latest Arsenal news related to Jordan McKenna. Now, the player in this image is Jordan McKenna. Now, he already spoke to Arsenal supporters that the 20-year-old has confirmed his new contract extension at Arsenal. Now he took to social media over it over the weekend, and he's delighted to it. So he's actually, this is what he actually posted. He said he actually must overcome an injury sustained against Liverpool under 23s back in October. So he says, delighted to extend my contract at Arsenal, working hard to get back fit and kick on. That's the 15-word message on his Instagram that he actually posted. Now, big question, Kiddo Taylor Hart, yet to sign his first professional contract with Arsenal, one of the most exciting talent that I'm really excited about. Let's see how things will change. So Arsenal have found their own Lionel Messi. Yes, how crazy is that? But yeah, you would laugh at me, but hear me out. So Granit Xhaka, I know he was at fault for that Chris Wood shit goal, that Chris Wood believes that he actually did something special for it, but it looks like Granit Xhaka makes into a very special list. Yes, he does. So, but Martin Keown actually blamed Leno for that mistake in that Gary Neville podcast. So he had said that I think ultimately goalkeepers play better than some outfield players would have done 20 years ago. The game has changed, and it should change. We should welcome these changes. Gone are the days now where I sit on Monday Night Football and would criticize Xhaka. I would criticize him for the execution, but not for the principle. For me, what we are seeing is that this is normality, that players are going to play out from their own box, but the execution was wrong. So how about the positive aspect? The top 5 leagues, most passes into the final third. You could see Toni Kroos in the top of the list with Steven Nzonzi. Third is Jordan Henderson. Fourth is Parejo. Fifth is Manu Locatelli, the man in the picture, linked with a lot of brilliant clubs. Rodri, but you could see Alaba, and yes, Granit Xhaka is above Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and of course Lionel Messi. So the stats say that it, at least in the most passes into the final third, Granit Xhaka is ahead of Lionel Messi. 6 passes ahead of Lionel Messi. Moving on, so it looks like the real price tag of Bukayo Saka is out, ladies and gentlemen. His value has increased a lot. So according to the CIES Football Observatory has rated the most promising youngsters worldwide according to the amount of minutes that they've played in their respective domestic league. It also takes into account the level of the team they're playing for, and it's no surprise to see Saka top the list of 2001 born players ahead of Mason Greenwood. So yes, it's true. Jadon Sancho, Alfonso Davies, and Erling Haaland led the way for players born in 2000, whilst Pedri is the top youngster born in 2002. So yes, so talking about reality, well, in January Saka was valued at 116.2 million euros, that is 105.11 million pounds, more than Barcelona star Ansu Fati, who was rated at around 108.4 million euros, and Tottenham star Harry Kane, who was 107 million euros, and Bayern Munich forward Serge Gnabry valued at 103.3 million euros. Bukayo Saka is more valuable than Serge Gnabry, according to CIES Observatory. So Albert Stuvenberg lost it when Granit Xhaka made a mistake in front of goal. Yes, he did. So we have, yes. So while the frustration on Mikel Arteta was very much obvious, he managed to stay calm. But the same could not be said about Albert Stuvenberg, one of Arteta's assistant. Now at around, you can see Arsenal's bench cam video is live at around 3.08 minute mark. You could see that Albert Stuvenberg reacts to Xhaka's mistake by slamming his hand down in anger. Now he's angry, we were angry, and I thought, what the fuck just happened? That's what my reaction was. But moving on, so talking about would you take this deal though, it looks like Philippe Coutinho will be one of the names up for sale in the summer as Barcelona look to lower their wage bill, according to certain reports. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even Rafa Varane is not signing a new deal, and it looks like Real Madrid would want to listen to offers since he's entering his final year of his contract. And with Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain once linked with Arsenal again, will Arsenal actually would want to go for Rafa Varane? I don't think so, they're looking in that direction. But Philippe Coutinho from Barcelona, well, the only club that he's been supremely linked was either going back to Bayern Munich, or rather Arsenal sticking their way out and getting their midfielder. Well, what will happen? Only time will tell in the summer window. And of course we actually cover a lot of transfer news during the transfer window, so stay tuned for that. So with this, we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.